You can get the commission, and you can get the commission off of it as well. And the thing with the Travel Leaders Network, because that's we're part of the TNL program, or system, whatever you want to call it, because we're a part of them, we also get points, and it goes to like a reward program. And if you join the Wave program, what they monitor everything that you do, whether you're booking with ALG Vacations or somebody else. They monitor how much you do, and based on what you do, the builds up how much commission we get. So if you do a lot of booking through ALG, or if you do a lot of booking through Classic Vacations, all that adds up, and it goes towards getting free trips or discounts and things like that. So I mean, there's a whole lot that they offer.
Wow. So when you say as we're doing bookings, it builds up, are you saying that that increases the percentage of commissions for the company, or are you
For
saying that increases the percentage of commissions for the individual travel agent?
for the overall company, and based upon the volume that is done, it trickles down to the agents.
Wow. Well, I must admit, I haven't registered either, and I need to register for both. And so thank you so much.
Because you can go through Agent Universe and get all the training. They do a lot of marketing. Um, you can do cruise bookings. You can do everything from Travel Leaders Network all in one place. So it's like you don't have to have all these multiple logins and things like that. Just go to one place, and from there you can get to the other sites. And
Wow.
like I said, they keep track of your volume, everything that you do.
Wow. So let's say that I have a cruise coming up. I have a group cruise coming up. And so if I were to register now, do I register that cruise, or when I register, they automatically pull that data?
Because it's already been booked ahead of time. No, you're not going to get it. So with the cruise booking, they offer, like, there's certain vendors that they get additional amenities and things like that. So if you go through Travel Leaders Network, well, it's actually through the Agent Universe. That's the booking tool. If you go through them, you can see the selected cruise voyages that offer um, different amenities, and everything will be based. Like if you had a group, and say that if going through Travel Leaders Network, maybe they would offer a group, a group, what am I trying to say? Party, like, or get together type thing. All that will be sent to them using your, whatever your agency is named, using your personalized agency. So you get the credit for everything.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. It sounds like it was really beneficial. It sounds like you
It
learned a
was.
lot. And thank you
hmm
so much for bringing it back with us. Were there any other points that you'd like to share?
I would say anybody who is not with ALG Vacations, if you haven't taken that wave, sign up for the wave, or taking the training course, I suggest you take that.
Okay. Okay. Now, why do you strongly suggest that?
Because ALG now
Top
is
dog.
yeah, they've pulled in all these different vendors, and it's ALG. They give special promotions and things like that, booking through ALG.
Okay, I'd heard that before, and I heard they had a very robust website in terms of marketing, in terms of finding various things. I've really been hearing that they stepped up their game, and you're
Hmm.
not the first person to say, hey, you definitely want to be in alignment with ALG because they're doing some great things. Awesome, awesome. So they were there today, or they sponsored this?
That they were one of the sponsors as well. Travel Guard was a sponsor, ALG was a sponsor. They had other various at the end they did have a trade show where you could go around as well, but it was three that were the main sponsors.
Wow. And where was the conference held?
At the Kimpton Hotel Monaco in Baltimore.
Okay, okay, the Kempton. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Oh,
Uh,
and the other thing was that not everybody signed up to do that also, but TLN offered free headshots, and that will go on my agent profile.
awesome, awesome. Man, that's a savings. That's great. That is great.
And
Man.
so one other thing is with your agent profiler, you get and you need to make sure you update your profile. I would say maybe every two months or something like that. Just add something new, tweak a word here and there, because they also send you leads. Now I have to admit, and we that was brought up a lot of times, they may be spams. They try to weed out as much as they can, but some of them are spam, so you have to be selective in the ones that you respond to.
Wow. Okay, but that's always good to know. You always got spammers out there trying to spoil it. So I definitely get it. Awesome, awesome. Well, before Michelle, was there anything else that you were, or were your thoughts complete? Was there anything else you'd like to share? All right.
No,
Well,
no, I'll go ahead on. You go ahead.
all right. Well, I want to go to Michelle Thomas because Michelle, you mentioned that you actually participated on the training today as well. Was Is there anything quickly that you'd like to add or share with the group in terms of some of the points that you got from the training today?
Well, it was just enlightening because I think Travel Guard is really top notch. I mean, I haven't really compared some of the other ones, but they seem to be pretty thorough and what they offer and how they help you and stuff. But the main thing was they were comparing the deluxe with the preferred plan, and the preferred is the most popular and the most flexible that you can get. But of course, the deluxe, is the maximum. It has a whole lot more in it. But one of the things that they brought out were the benefits of the pre-existing waiver, that if you have some type of pre-existing health condition or something, that it will come into, if it comes into play with your travel, if you have to cancel it, then you're covered. But you can take advantage of that only if you go ahead and get your insurance within 15 days of your deposit or purchase or whatever. And then they also had this thing called a trip exchange and a trip saver benefit. Then they also, which I had never heard of in my life, they talked about the trip inconveniences benefit. And that comes into play if, say, your activities, like your excursions, your activities while you're on your trip, if they get if it gets missed or canceled or skipped or bypassed, or something is interrupted, then you can get compensated. So, like if you got an excursion that was planned, but the ship, for whatever reason, because of rain or weather, they skipped that port, then you can claim a trip inconvenience for that excursion you missed as a result of it. If you have that add-on or whatever, if that's in your policy, I was like, wow, that's something. And then they talked about these add-on bundles that you can add to the preferred plan. And one of them was the wedding bundle, cancel for any reason, your pet bundle, and then name your family bundle. But they had a nice chart and stuff. So I'm gonna find out if it's a way to get a recording of that training. And then they have additional upcoming training on the 8th of April and the 22nd of April. I forgot what those trainings were. I didn't write it down, but I screenshotted a lot. But it was beneficial. The more you hear it, the more you get it. And there was a lot of questions that was asked. So it was very interesting. I'm glad I got on.
Wow, way to go. Way to go. Awesome, awesome. Well, that sounds like it was beneficial. Michelle, your hand is raised. Did you have something you'd like to add?
I just want to add to the travel guard insurance because of the fact that did they mention that they monitor where you go because you have to put in your travel dates, where you're going and things like that. They monitor that. They automatically send that bonus check to you in addition to you filing a claim for any other things that you may have missed or something like that. And then the fact with a group, most of the time it's by age. If you have a group, everybody gets the same rate.
You mean the coverage, the
Hmm.
plan?
Yeah, whatever plan you have for, if you have a group, whatever plan
Okay.
you select, everybody gets the same rate. So it's not based upon most travel
Oh yeah.
insurances, it's based upon your age.
You
With
think?
with them, it's not.
I found that out the hard way when I was trying to get the insurance for the Cancun trip, the agent rate. And when I put in mama's information, oh my God, because she's 90, oh my God, it was super expensive. I'm like, oh no, we're not doing that. But I just went with the basic plan and got that for her, the agent plan. But yeah, that age makes a whole heck of a difference for sure. Yeah. Well, that's good to
Wow.
know, Michelle. That's good to know. But yeah, I found it very useful. I really found out some things that I really wasn't aware of in terms of coverage and benefits, and the importance. If you have that pre-existing waiver, you really can take advantage of it. Or you can only take advantage of it if you get that insurance within that window. Because if you miss that window, then you can't get that waiver. You can't. Mm-mm. It's
Wow.
just
But
done.
it sounds like both of those trainings were very beneficial. I probably come back and ask you guys to do various trainings once you get your notes together and be a special guest and talk about or not regurgitate, but some of the things, some of the other things, because I know we're going really quickly and you weren't prepared. This is on the off the cuff.
Yeah,
However, it sounds like it was really beneficial, and I think all of us. And Michelle, if you could find out if there's a recording, that would be great
definitely.
as well. That
I
would
just
be
want to
great.
add one more thing to couple what Michelle was talking about with the Travels Leaders Network. The information about Travels Leaders Network and what they offer, there are 7 videos in the Travel Mandate back office under advanced tools. There's a whole section at the bottom about Travel Leaders Network. So I would really encourage people to go and look at that. I started watching it, and that's how I realized that you have to submit that registrations request to Trav Manning to at least get the ball rolling because you need them to authorize you or whatever, and then you'll get an email and you click the link and whatever. But it talks about that in a video. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much. We have about 10 minutes left on this call. Nick Brown, did you have any announcements? You are on mute, sir.
Just wanted to reiterate for those who are close enough to attend the Commit in 2026 finale is in Wood River, Illinois this weekend. And it also kicks off the red carpet. And if you're close enough to drive, then that would be a great opportunity. But if you're here in the DMV, the plane tickets are just extremely outpriced right now because of this the war and the gas prices and the jet fuel. So it's just kind of crazy traveling right now. Plus, there's like 4 hour waits in lines in the airports as well. Um, so that's what all roads are leading to Wood River this weekend. And then Delby mentioned this evening that the portal should be open up by Monday to register for the International Convention in Puerto Rico. That's going to be August 6th through 9th. So as soon as that opens up, you need to go ahead and at least register so that you can secure your spot because I think they're opening it up to us first because they got quite a few people in Puerto Rico. If they register, then the thing's going to fill up real quick. So that's all I have. And back over to you.
Awesome, awesome. We want to invite everybody to our weekly business reception tomorrow night and Thursday. If you can't come tomorrow night, let us know. We're going to be making calls in the DMV area. Let us know what Thursday night you can commit to going, especially in the next couple of weeks. On April 15th, I am having hip surgery. And so I will be out probably for a number of weeks. So we really need the team members to come and show up, to benefit, to be willing to give testimonies, and to really be active in our weekly reception. So again, I'm going to be giving everyone a call and just saying, hey, if you can't come Thursday, what Thursday can you come, and get on your calendar so we can definitely have representation at the weekly meeting. So also we want to make sure that you, of nothing else, on Tuesday nights, that's when we would do our Tuesday virtual presentation. That is a team effort. It's not just us, it's a team effort. So even if you don't have a guest, we appreciate you getting on and just giving your energy, being willing to share a testimony. So that's Tuesday evenings, and Thursday is our actual live weekly meeting. So of course, we have Brian that does a virtual presentation on Monday. Nick and Ann Brown do the virtual presentation on Tuesday. We also have Michelle Thomas, who does a virtual presentation on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we do the live meeting. On Friday, we take it easy. And on Saturday, we pick it up again. So I'm asking that everyone definitely, if you're in the DMV area, please let us know what Thursday you can commit to coming to a live meeting. And on Tuesday, we need you on the virtual presentations with your guests. So we definitely want to make that happen. So we have about 5 minutes left. And so I wanted to briefly go through the back office. If you haven't been in your back office yet, or if you're new, when you logged in, I know you were surprised. This is our site that's no longer active. So everything is not really, activated on this site, but I can actually give you a walkthrough. Now, our leadership says that they're even going to put even more changes on there. But here, you can find your sponsor, your team builder, regional builder, national builder, and also your marketing director. So if you need to find out who your leadership is, it's right here on top. I'm digging that. And then here for your profile, so many people ask, hey, where do I change the information for my website? Where do I change the information for my to manage my subscription? Well, it's right here. I think that's awesome. You can look at your personal information, your website personalization. What is that? Like at the end of our website, we have Believe and Succeed. So it's the number / Believe and Succeed. You could put your name on it, or maybe you have your ID on it. And if you wanted to change that, just click on that. You can manage your subscription. This is where you update your credit card. Not only do you update your credit card one time, but you want to make sure you update it accordingly so that it clicks, so you don't have to keep going in over and over and over again. And your order history. This is very, very helpful, especially during tax time, because now you can actually print out your payments. And that now says that you want to give that to your tax advisor, because they can add those up and give you credit for the months that you paid and you were active in the business. Now the Travmanity, the technical package, if you want to access your membership, I'm loving this. All you have to do is click right there and it takes you right to your membership. If you want to access your Vortex, look at that. So it's not convoluted. You just click it and now you can get to your membership. If you wanted to, the Vortex, you can actually, especially if you have invited people to your Vortex, well, guess what? they're going to be right here. You don't have to search for them anymore. Your list of people who signed up on your Vortex, your Vortex reporting, and even your Vortex domains. So that information is there as well. The Vortex reporting, you can see who actually booked on your Vortex and the commissions that you're scheduled to receive. Now your earnings, as you can see, it's not active over here, but in your back office, you should have an active thing to actually be able to see your earnings. Your resources, well, here we go. It did go to it. So here we go. And as you can see, it actually goes through and shows you the commissions and various things. So just click on earnings. Resources. I love resources, because that's where you can find out who's in your team, who's active. There are various reports, and one reports as leaders that you want to always monitor. Ladies and gentlemen, as leaders, you want to always monitor this fall off report. Why? Because this fall off report will tell you who has fallen off. And so we actually have gotten to the point, based on being in the directors meeting, they suggest that you check on this every day. Why? Because people, if someone's credit card expired, you will get that information. And so you want to make sure, and I know when I search, I always go through 90 days. And so that way, when I run it, I can actually text people and say, hey, or especially text the leadership and say, hey, did you know this person fell off? Because sometimes you don't even know your card expired. And so that's one of the things you want to do. But get very familiar with the resources and with the reports. The team reports, you probably know what those are. You've been through those before, but some of these other reports are very, very beneficial. So definitely spend some time and learn some of the reports. And also we also have documents. Some of the documents that are in the back office that you can take advantage of. We've got business forms, we've got SBA documents, we've got certificates. You can print your own certificates if you want to recognize someone. The presentations, this is how you download presentations in your back office. And we have a selection of videos. Now let's see if we have any more out there, but we used to have quite a few, and I know that they were redoing this. So I'm thinking it doesn't look like they are in place just yet. My system is still working on it. Okay, so yes, we do still have some videos back here. These videos are very advantageous if you want to review something, or if you want to show it to someone else. Now, a lot of times you might have to be sitting with the person to show it to them. And then there might be some that you can send. However, these are great videos, great marketing tools for you to use. In fact, if you were on the call just now with Delvi Santiago, there was a new person that actually said, hey, what kind of marketing tools do we have? And a lot of people were kind of pointing her this way. So and then we went through resources and now training. I think this is awesome, because now you can find everything all in one place. We've got the welcome video. If you have not actually, if you haven't watched that, you can now watch it, a welcome video. And also Winners Win, the Winners Win training. Oh my goodness, if y'all were on the Winners Win training today, it was very powerful. But the great thing is it's recorded, and you can always listen to the replay. There's a compliance reminder. You guys know that we're not supposed to post about money without actually posting the making sure we give the link, the disclaimer link. So I'm sure that goes into that. The comp plan video, if you have some questions about the comp plan, guess what? You can watch this video. Or if your team has questions about the comp plan, they can watch this video. Your why. I encourage everybody to click on that and fill out your why. I find it beneficial when I'm logged into our back office and I scan to see my why. it really does it really kind of reminds me of what I'm working for. We've got SURS 365 Academy. I don't think all the videos are back in there. However, there are some. The SBA welcome week email, the TTP welcome email, and there's team builder training as well. Now, this is cool. This is new, the team builder training. So I'm interested in seeing what the team builder training is and how it will benefit us. But I haven't looked at that, but I think that's awesome. Okay, the team builder mentorship Zoom. Okay, so you can actually when you become a team builder, you can actually register for this on Saturdays, and those trainings are absolutely amazing. They really are. And so as you can see, they're just different things. The great thing too is that this back office can be you can click on it, or if you have a teammate that speaks Spanish, they can have the back office in Spanish, French, Dutch, Portuguese, and these Asian languages. I'm not sure what those are. But when you look at these quick links, I love this. You can go directly to the SBA site. So now you don't have to take your new team members to the SBA site. They can see what their SBA site is, their sign up site, their booking engine, and their Vortex site. It's right here on the page. They sign up for the training Committing 26 finale red carpet day. And in fact, we have someone on the line that just signed up for this. And I love to hear his opinion, because he actually experienced the old site and now experienced the new site, and would love to kind of get some buy-in. Dave, what was it like actually registering for Red Carpet Day?
Yeah, registration on the new site is very easy. I mean, everything is very simple. One touch and you're there. Looking forward to attending the red carpet. I remember back decades ago, the old YTV company. We used to do the red carpets there in Wood River. So it's going to be fun to see what the new company is going to look like. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being there on Saturday.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. So here's some other information. If you want to know the February Powerline qualifiers, you get to see Vince's smiling face and the other February Powerline qualifiers. And if you need to access your Touch 365 app or your e-wallet or SURS 365 Cares. SURS 365 Cares is a philanthropic part of our business. If you want to donate towards a charity or do something for a charity through SURS 365, you can do that. And so I would love to see if the group would like to do that, but that's a conversation for another day. And so wanted to definitely let you know all the things that are available. One of the things I wanted to know, though, ladies and gentlemen, or someone who's been on the site before, I know this is our Surge site, and in our last Surge site, we had a link that would take us to the Travmanity side.
It's for the travel technology package.
Oh, it is? Okay, awesome.
Thank you so much. At the very bottom.
There you go. Okay, all right. Okay, I didn't know if it was because this was a dummy site. Let's see if it's thank you so much. Thank you so much, Antoinette. Okay, so here we are, and so this also is a dummy site. I had to relinquish this site once we got the other site, the Team Believe and Succeed site. So as you can see, you can go straight to your Travmanity site. So you don't have to go and find the link. Now you have one place where you can go and actually go to your Travmanity site. So I suggest if anybody wants to take that eCampus training, start doing that. FairBuzz First Class. I know all of you are already accustomed to seeing most of this. So now you can absolutely it's easier to get to. Now, earlier, Michelle McDaniel or Michelle Thomas, you guys were saying something where we can navigate the TravManatee back office and see and register for various things. Did you want to point me towards that?
Yeah, you could go under advanced tools.
Under advanced tools.
Right. And then once you go there, all the way at the bottom is the Travel Leaders Network. See, the new affiliation, Travel Leaders Network. If you keep scrolling, there are videos down there. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
And keep going. Yeah, it's 7 of them. Keep going. There you go. That's one. And then under that, it says 7 videos. But if you hit play on that one, then it'll come up, but then it'll be an arrow to advance to the next one. But that's the one that steps you through, like, okay, when you get registered and you take the steps to get access, then once you get access and get that email, you got to click on the link and it'll take you here, and this is what you do. So I would encourage you to read that. But like I said, I never got the email with the invitation. Like it says, you're going to get an email invitation that's coming in weeks, blah, blah, blah. I never got it. So I just submitted the registrations. Like it said in the video, I submitted the request to TravManatee today. And they'll tell me what to do if that's not the right thing or whatever. But if you look at those videos, it steps you through everything you'll be able to do and get access to once you get that agent universe. I thought it was very informative. I hadn't gone through all of them yet. I just started that first one. Yep.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So everybody, I mean, it looks like it's a lot easier. Uh-huh.
And I'm sorry, I was looking around for my raise my hand motion. I couldn't find it.
Oh, that's okay. I can't see it right now anyway. Go ahead.
Can you go back to your home screen there? I just wanted to share with everybody else too.
The home screen or the surge?
Yeah, the back office. Down your left one there on the left, the help pull down. Help pull down will send you to your support tickets.
Yes.
I called the corporate office. I can't remember if it was today or yesterday, but they have a new AI person that's supposed to help you with any of your questions if you call the back office. I was completely unable to actually speak to a person because of this new AI feature that answers the phone at the back office. And they were saying that all questions have now got to be submitted through a support ticket. So, so that's a new update.
Oh, well, that's good to know. I remember hearing that. I wasn't sure if it was implemented yet, but so everybody, you definitely
they made that announcement before we went to Cancun.
Right.
So you definitely want to know where your support tickets are.
Thanks for the update.
Thank you so much. You want to know where they are. You want to know where to check them. So once you do a support ticket, it's your responsibility. You're not going to get an email. It's your responsibility. Come back to the support ticket to see if you have a response and see if they have questions and everything. So it's very, very familiar. For those of us who work in corporate America, we already know about support tickets. And so it's just like you do at your job. But I think that that's a smart move, and it's also a cost saving move as well. And so we know that the more costs we save, the fatter our checks can be, the more they have, the more budget they have to give to us. So definitely we're going to do those support tickets if you have any issues, questions, comments, or concerns. And they're right there under help, which is an appropriate place for them to be. Thank you so much. Michelle Thomas, you've got your hand raised. Thank you, David.
I was trying to unmute. So yeah, this is awesome. This back office. I mean, me personally, I missed the pictures, but I think it's very smooth. And what you find, one thing I like is you can right click on something and open it in a new tab. And then you can keep that up if you want to refer back to it. You don't have to go back and forth. And you can just open up links and just have them sitting out there. But one of the things that I found was missing, but I know they're still working on it. I didn't see it. I'm not sure where it will be or where it is, but the calendar for the meetings, I didn't see that on here yet.
I didn't either. And I know they said some more things are coming, so maybe that's one of the things that's coming.
And that previous, I know it's old and nobody probably looks at it, but ancient people like me, but they had, those old videos from the Legends Convention from 2018. So that's not out there yet either. I don't know, maybe they're not going to bring it back, but I sometimes go out there and look at some of the old, or did look at some of the old videos from the presentations?
I don't know. I know that Dr. Coakley was really adamant about getting rid of some of those old videos because some of the information wasn't relevant anymore. So
Gotcha.
I'm not really sure. And so I think that I'm not sure if they're coming back or maybe they're deciding which are going to come back. But the videos that we have are back there, and I know they're going to be doing even more updates as well. Were there any more issues, questions, comments, or concerns? I want to thank y'all. We're already over time. I'm trying to keep this call to like 30 minutes. We're already over time. For the leaders, I need you to respond. I sent something out. I'd like to just have a leadership call, a monthly leadership call, so that we can, number one, if just to be able to communicate effectively, and all of us are saying the same things. All of us have the goals, and all of us are marching to the same beat. And so please respond and let us know what day and time you think would be good, and for us to get together for a leadership meeting every month, just to discuss varied team goals, team activities, and various things. The last thing I want to talk about, if anybody has been on our Facebook page, you saw me post about a challenge. And I think the challenge should be fun. And our first challenge is really because I'm trying to get as many people as possible comfortable with social media. There are billions of people out there that we're not tapping into. And so you have to make yourself, you have to do things to make people look at you, to say, hey, I'm over here. And so I posted a challenge, and you just post 3 outfits and ask your friends and family, post it on your page and say, hey, which color looks best on me? Which color, which color do you like on me? Or, which color is my color? And just get a poll, get people, don't do an actual poll, but get them to respond and see, and that starts that conversation. And so that's the challenge. And so I encourage everyone to do that. Wear 3 different outfits in your various in 3 different colors. Take a picture and post it on social media and just say, hey. But also, when you post it on your page, also post it within our team group, our Facebook group. And I encourage everybody to please comment. Don't just comment on the people that you like or the people on your team, but comment. Just say, okay, I like this, I like yellow, or I like orange, or yeah, I like all of these colors, or whatever. But definitely when you're in our Facebook group, please comment. Please show some activity, show some love, show that you're engaged, some engagement. So please make sure that you're commenting on the post. And so that's the challenge. And we're going to do that. And guess what? Next week, there'll be a different challenge. And so I'm just encouraging as many people as possible to participate, as an opportunity to get to know each other, as an opportunity to get some help. And it's an opportunity to just have a little fun. We're going to have some prizes. And so I'm looking forward to what you guys come up with. So please go through the Facebook page and get the challenges. And hopefully everybody knows what our Facebook page looks like. You definitely go to facebook.com, and on facebook.com, our Facebook page is Believe and Succeed Team Only Group. That's a clue, Team Only Group. Now, again, speaking of that, here we go, Believe and Succeed Team Only Group. And so, and my view may be a little different because I actually host this. However, so under that, you can see all the members of the group. You can actually, I don't know if your page is set up the same way. Your page might be white. I changed my background to black. However, you can invite your new team members. If they're a Facebook friend of yours, you can invite them to join the group. Usually when we have new people, I have to chase people down to get them to send them an invite to join the team group so they can get updates and stuff. But if you sign somebody up, go to the team group, and if you're, friends of them on Facebook, you can invite them to the group. So you don't have to wait for me to do that. And you can say, hey, I want to welcome our new team members. And so I'm not the only one that can post on the group. We said, welcome back to David and Crystal Lewis. So if your teammate comes back, you can actually do a welcome email, a welcome post as well. Congratulations, Phil. He actually added a new TTP executive. And now, I need to call Phil. I need to call Beth, get in touch with her, and actually add her to the group and send her a welcome message. This is the post for the team challenge. You'll see that right there. And Carnival is going to Africa. I thought that was interesting. Very interesting, quite timely too. And so this is the leadership training that we had tonight, the compensation plan and power line training with Delvi Santiago. And let me just share with you guys, President Delvi Santiago asked that we do not share the link on social media. So that is why this is scratched out. If you go to if you check your email, you will find the link there for you to use. But he didn't want, like today, if you guys were on the call, we had somebody on there that got on the call that wasn't a part of our company. They were disruptive, they cursed, it really, for a little while, it caused a disruption. And so finally they were kicked out of the call. But that's one of the reasons why President Delvi Santiago said, hey, don't post this, don't give it to everybody, because this is a call for our team and our guests. So you want to make sure that you're monitoring that. And I try my best to really adhere to that and not post the link on social media so anybody and everybody can jump on, get our business, see what our compensation plan is. Our competitors can sit there and actually, see what we're doing and mimic it and duplicate that. So definitely, please keep that in mind. You might want to share it with your team, and you may want to share it with your guests, but definitely you don't want to be posting it on social media for everybody to have access to. Also, if you're reading something and you something motivational, something powerful, definitely let us know. If you find out about a training, please don't post a training that you haven't taken. If it's something that you feel like would benefit the group, make sure you've taken it, or at least you know about it before you post it in the group. Just because we don't want to steer people to things that are not going to benefit them, or they get, an hour in and feel like, oh, okay, this is a waste of time. We also post flyers of events and everything. And this is my new AI, a ChatGPT image that I created today, I think. And so I'm just playing around with it and learning more. This is Michelle's ChatGPT flyer that she created. And also, I also posted a simple invite script, and also let everybody know that the back office was live. So there's a whole lot of information in here, but also be familiar with the file cabinet. Under here, you can go to your items, the members, events, media pages, but be familiar with the file cabinet. The file cabinet has all kinds of documents in there that you can use. Some of them are probably, some of the old ones I may delete, but at any rate, if you're looking for something, go to the file cabinet. So with that being said, now we are grossly over time. It's 10:21. I want to give everybody an opportunity to ask questions. Were there any issues, questions, comments, or concerns? I know we couldn't go through everything, but do you feel comfortable enough to go into your back office and be able to click and find what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right. Were there any issues, questions, comments, or concerns?
I just want to share. I got on a couple minutes late, but I do want to share that sometimes we can't always come up to Maryland for the short time, but I was able to go to Greensboro on Saturday. Jenny Shopless was there in Greensboro, and it was a good presentation. I did try to get guests there, but all of them were tied up for Saturday, but I'll keep doing it as often as they had about 20 people in all there, and one guest for one person. Yeah.
Awesome.
And so I do have someone that I did meet another person on yesterday who said that she could not be on presentation during the week, but if I could get her something on the weekend that she would look at it. And so I did mention about Sunday at 6:00. If anybody else is having anything Saturday or something, I could let her know that.
You know what? We might do something on Saturday because Michelle Thomas's guest at her husband works during the week, and she said the weekend was better. So I was thinking about that in terms of maybe doing something Saturday afternoon. So I'll wait for Michelle's guest, and then I'll contact some guests as well. But I put it out there. If anybody has guests, that way that will give you Saturday. If they can't do Saturday, then they can do Sunday as well. But that gives them 2 opportunities to see a presentation with leadership.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I have a person that keeps playing around out of New York, but last time I talked to him, he was in Florida, but he has played professional ball, I think, out of state, out of country. And I would like to, I think I can get my hand on Von Nickelberry.
Yeah, you number. Can. Von works a full-time job, and he has a very
I did hear
challenging schedule. However, I think if you have his number and you text him, I think he will try to make himself available. Just be aware that Von has a particular style. Yeah. And just like when Malcolm was here, Malcolm had a style.
I know.
So you want to make sure that you feel like Von's style is comparable with your guest. I don't know if you were on Monday night's call where
I did hear. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh,
that was an interesting conversation.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I've really been thinking about him a lot. Yeah.
Right.
Being in counseling myself, I've been in counseling, a counselor,
Right.
Yeah. So that was heavy duty in a sense.
I've just heard, just keep that in the back of your mind, because sometimes he's on and sometimes he's not. Right. And so just keep that in the back of your mind. And in that, Von would be, if he's on, he would be great.
Right.
If he's not, it could quickly turn. So you want to have some way to get out of it. If you find that the conversation is not what you think it should be.
Right.
Awesome.
Ms. Iantha, has this person that you try to get with Von seen anything at all?
Oh yes, he's seen, and I sent him information. Yeah.
So he's reviewed a presentation or a 10-minute video, or
I sent him the video.
Did
the information. Yeah.
From your mobile app?
Yeah.
Okay. And he watched 100%.
He watched it?
No, he didn't, but no, he didn't.
Well, we need to make sure he watches a presentation. Try to see what day and time he's available, and when we can actually when he can actually do a presentation. Maybe we can do a presentation. Let's start with that. That's where you always start. Don't get him on the to talk to an ambassador and not have seen something. So let's see if we can get a date and time when he can commit. And we can and get with me and Nick, and we can do we can get on Zoom and do a live presentation. Another thing that keeps coming up, ladies and gentlemen, one key thing that you want to ask is if people have a Zoom account. We had someone that tried to get on Zoom and did not have a Zoom account and got locked out. She kept trying to put in the password, and she didn't have a Zoom account. So one of the key things as we send in people the information, we need to make sure that they know that they're familiar with Zoom. If not, if they go to www.vipwebshow.com, that's why we set that up. The VIP web show automatically has the
ID number and the password.
ID number and the password. It's already in it. So if they go to www.vipwebshow.com, they're going to automatically come into the Zoom. If they try to go to Zoom and put in the meeting ID and the password and they do not have an account, they're going to get confused. They're going to be locked out. And it's just going to be, it's a confusing situation. So make sure you talk to people and say, hey, do you have a Zoom account? I like to invite you to a Zoom. Do you have a Zoom account? If they do not, then just say, okay, no problem. Just go to https://www.vipwebshow.com when it as it pertains to hours. For Michelle is www.talktomichellethomas.com. Hers does the same thing. It puts you right in there. So just be cognizant of that. We've come across that, and I know we're running and talking to people. That seems to keep coming up. So ask that question. Or do you have a Zoom account? Are you familiar with Zoom? And so that way you know what to send people. And if you text it to them, www.vipwebshow.com, they'll get a link. If you text it to them, and all they have to do, especially if they want to watch it on their phone, is click on that link and it automatically brings them straight into the presentation. So www.vipwebshow.com is what we should be using, because that's why we set it up. It's easier and everybody should be able to use it. Does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, were there any more issues, questions, comments, or concerns?
One last thing I'd like to share with the group. Let's say on a Tuesday night or Thursday night, you're unable to get your prospect on our Zoom, and you're thinking about sending them to Nick Nicholson Zoom. We highly recommend that you do not send anybody who has not seen anything at all to Nick's Zoom, because that information is too overwhelming for somebody just coming off the street. And if they've already had a negative experience with network marketing, he talks about that right off the bat. So within our presentation, we talk about that being something that's optional, so they at least have an opportunity to see the other benefits of the travel technology package without the SBA attached. Now, if they see his, right, and that's something that's a turnoff for them, that there's nothing else in that presentation that they're going to hear other than the fact that it was an MLM, and all the hard work that you did to try to get somebody on the presentation has just gone by the wayside. So please do not send anybody new who hasn't seen anything to Nick Nicholson's presentation. If they've seen something 2 or 3 times and they want to know more about the compensation plan, then that would be the perfect presentation to send them to. But don't make that their initial presentation. Thank you.
Awesome. And another thing we're going to start implementing at the end of our conversation, at the end of our presentations, we usually get the testimonies, and then we ask the guests what they like best about what they heard. But it came to me recently, I'm going to ask the guests, what did you like best about what they heard? And then I'm going to put the testimony, whoever has a testimony who speaks to whatever they like best, I'm going to make sure that that person tells that testimony, so that if they, for instance, if they want to travel, then I'm going to have someone talk about travel. If they say, well, I like making the money, then yeah, we're going to have bonus earners talk about making the money. So that way the testimony is really just reinforcing what they liked in the presentation. So don't be alarmed, but we're going to switch that around a bit in our presentations. So everybody, please be prepared to share when you're on the presentation.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, y'all. Well, look, I apologize for going over time again. However, hopefully you got some information that you could use. Did everybody enjoy this? Did you get information? Was it too long? Do you feel like you got something that you could use?
Yes.
Yeah, it was cool. One
Okay.
thing I'm so happy to see in the back office with the contact now, they've included the National Builder. That was missing for a long time.
It was missing for a long time.
They finally got it, even though it's empty for me.
Hey, now that's okay.
At least it's a placeholder.
That's right. That's
but
right.
I got directors. I'm no longer orphanated.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Any last nuggets? Anybody have anything you want to share? Well, I want to thank you for being on this call. Thank you for being on our team, and thank you so much for being a part of our lives. Definitely go into your back office, play around. You can't break anything, but I am just so pleased. It's just so easy. Now you don't have to spend all this time taking people on a test drive of your back office. Now they can find what they need all back there. And we may do the ChatGPT training again. And it's just a simple training, but I put the instructions in terms of how to get a ChatGPT account in our Facebook. So definitely everybody get a free ChatGPT account. It's free, and you can definitely go through it, but it's very, very easy. It's user-friendly, very easy to use. And so with that being said, we're going to end this call. Y'all have a good night. God bless. Thank you so much for being a part of the call. And hey, we look forward to seeing you. And yes, we do mean you at the top. At the very top, it's going to be the tip top because the bottom is much too crowded. Y'all have a good night and God bless. Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right, Dave. You represent us at the Wood River,
Red
Illinois,
carpet.
the home office.
No, I will. I'll take copious notes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hey, any announcements that come out right there, please shout out to us real quick so we can get it out.
You know I will. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
All
Y'all
right.
have a good night.
Hey, thank you.
Be safe, Dave.
Absolutely.